Guys. So, you know, we've been kind of at this for a couple of hours, and we're nowhere closer to having a new guest host come for Friday Night Live.
We're not running out of guest hosts, Duffy. We're just running out of people that everybody knows.
Well, what about the mayor? She said no.
Actually, she said, hell no.
Okay, let's just say she declined. The office offered a proclamation for the show and said they put it in Comic Sans. Get it? I think it was her attempted humor.
Have any of us attempted humor? At least they're trying.
True. Well, okay. Maybe we should just look at the top floor of the window. Oh, wait. The elevator's been out of service longer than it takes to cross the Springfield Railroad track.
Yeah, the window's basically 30 stories of pure prairie people.
Keegan, I think Phallus is the word something.
No, I was going for all P's. Pure prairie penis.
Phallus hurts for the name.
Forget it.
You guys, anyway, the window has been boarded up so long, it's getting more traffic than the OnlyFans page of Karen O'Sara.
Ooh.
Okay. So we have a dysfunctional window building. Instead of fixing that, they just built next to Shields and put up a very white pillow palace.
What are you talking about?
You know that fun thing? Tina, do you remember what that is? It's a big ass pillow. It's the new sports stove.
Oh, that's the new sports stove.
Yeah, the sports stove.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a huge,
It looks like a huge pillow.
sports building?
Why does it look like somebody sat on it though?
Well, the architect said it's aerodynamically inspired.
By what? The couch cushions?
You guys are forgetting why we're here. You're forgetting the whole problem. Focus. We need to find a guest host. Now look, all completely.
If you tell me that Tony Leary hasn't returned your call one more time, I think I'm going to start the process and put you in a nursing home.
Wait, who's not already in a nursing home? I thought she's sick.
Does this woman know anyone? I thought you were delivering food.
That's my lunch. I thought you were watching that away from the nursing home.
Wendy! Bill, you're both to the show.
Yeah.
You guys have met multiple times. We've been at this for weeks. This is not going to be good.
All right. I think right now we are at the point where we need some divine intervention. Okay?
Amen.
Yeah. What I think we should do is maybe, I've got an idea. This is something we've never done before.
What?
Work with me here. Work with me.
What is it?
I think that we should possibly pull someone from the audience in here to be our guest host. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Would you like to be our guest host tonight?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, great. All you have to do is you're reading these cue cards right here.
Okay.
Okay. So,
All right.
thanks.
Wonderful. Oh my God. Thank you. You're so kind. I'm just a little bit more used to some peace and quiet, so that really surprised me. Okay, so just read the cards. All right. The first one says, "Welcome to Friday Night Live with the Capital City Comics." All right. Next card says, "Tell the audience about yourself." Well, my name's JC. I'm 33 years old and I'm a carpenter. Next card. Thank you, card person. I'm so grateful for you. I'm really appreciate what you're doing. Oh, the card says, this show is not to be confused with Saturday Night Live because it's distinctively different. It's on a Friday. I had heard that they were going to do this show on a Sunday, but the cast members wanted to reserve that as a day of rest. Great idea. More about me, well, I really like wine for its good blood, and I really like wine with a good loaf of bread and some salmon. And what of all of you? Is there enough wine and bread for all? Right hand on a Bible, I'll sort of stack of Bibles in no time at all. I can make some miraculous wine and loaves appear for the masses. With a little more about me, I like hanging out with my dudes. It's a little bit of an inside joke with them, but they call themselves the Disciples. Sounds like a gang name to me, but it's absolutely not that. I've been gone for a little while. I took a little flight, just got back to town. Haven't changed much since I left, so I'm surprised that only a few people seem to recognize me. But that's okay. All's forgiven. I also like to go long walks on the water, calming storms, healing the sick, raising the dead, driving out demons. No big deal. I'm just your barely average, well-known guy. We're going to have a great show tonight with Capital City Comics, and we're going to, one more thing. Come on up here, guys. Live from Springfield, it's Friday night!
Yes. Also known as your period? Uh-huh. Yeah. about it. I know my partner Pat won't mind. Hell, they hardly know it's there anyway. This is a great idea. I'm gonna go get me a can of Bagenoff today. Here, take that. Thank you. But wait, there's more. There's more? Yes, for your fun factory and your food shoot. We got Buffalo, gotta go. You mean this will eliminate my anus? Yeah. Even you can get rid of all of your problems with the bill. These two amazing products. Bagenoff and Monroe gotta go. To keep the stanky out of your hanky-panky.
Called the Springfield Municipal and Greater Metropolitan Area, not including Divernon Fire Department and Automated Hotline. Your call is very important to us. You're currently assisting other customers. Our menu has changed, so please listen carefully. For Espanol, pulse el número uno. Hello! You've called the Springfield Municipal and Greater Metropolitan Area, but not including Divernon Fire Department Automated Hotline. Your call is very important to us. For small fires, press 1. For large fires, press 2. Hello! You've pushed small fires. If this is correct, push the pound key on your telephone. In order to better serve you, please state your name and address. Please speak clearly into the phone and spell the last name first. Or using your touchtone keypad, enter the letters of your last name. Hello, your name is, damn it, the fire is getting out of control. If this is correct, please press the pound key. Hello, Mr. Damn it, the fire is getting out of control. You've pressed an invalid number. Press 0 or stay on the line. The operator will be with you shortly. Your estimated wait time is 15 minutes. There will be a charge of $1.75 for each minute. To accept this charge, press 1. To repeat this menu, press 1. Press 1 anyway. Visit our website at www.springfieldmunicipalhotline.gov. Like us on Facebook.
And he's late.
Sorry. School stole my coffee. I tried to negotiate. I think he had a bit of the angle there.
Seriously?
I mean, dude, I should have planned my time.
So why were you late this time? Let me guess. Watching TikTok reels on the shitter again?
No. Yeah.
Let's go.
How far?
Well, the schedule says 6 miles, but because you dress like me and you were late, we're gonna go 10 miles.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay.
You look like a middle schooler who just found his dick.
My heart rate's pretty good. I can feel it in my teeth. I'm already 173.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah, well, for a hummingbird on crack.
Why don't you relax and let Scott discuss his conspiracy theories?
Great. Yeah, that shit crazy Scott conspiracy theories and 850 takes. That's just gonna be great.
Let's jump right in and discuss what protein actually is.
For fuck's sake, Scott. Proteins are complex amino acids joined together by peptide bonds. That's the Skynet, Scott.
That's what Maha, Big Pharma, and your high school biology teacher would want you to think.
Dude, I'm already tired, and I'm only a quarter mile in. Can I just keep it?
Ozempic isn't a weight loss drug, it's a population control drug. That's why people are walking around looking like bobbleheads. Big heads, tiny bodies.
What's wrong with you?
Therapy isn't real. The government just pays people to sit there and agree with you just so you don't get upset and start a revolution.
Dude, you need therapy.
Every time you scan a QR code, the government is downloading an app directly into your brain.
God. Can we just keep running?
One more. I gotta ask you about pumpkin spice coffee creamers.
Fine. What about it?
I mean, where does it come from? How is it made? Is there some woman in a factory somewhere making pumpkin spice coffee creamer out of nothing?
It's a synthetic flavoring, dude.
What if Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks hired women that could lactate pumpkin spice coffee creamer, and every season they bring the ladies back so that customers can enjoy their pumpkin spice lattes? There's a war as to who gets the best lactators. There's a lactating draft. It's in August.
There's no war. You have officially lost your mind. But actually, I'm a little interested in this one.
You can't be neutral. You have to pick a side. One, Dunkin', is more accessible, right? More working man's class, where Starbucks is a little more bougie coffee culture.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The lactating theory is kind of interesting.
One decided that they're going to charge $11 for coffee and misspell your name. The other one says, best we can do is $2.50, and we'll throw in a donut. Name spelled correctly, big difference.
Big difference. All right. Well, you know what? This theory is actually interesting. So, but we just
This is why Dunkin' tastes different. Different lactating output from different women.
This is actually fascinating, though, Scott. I think you're onto something.
You're welcome. Why don't we sing the rest of the way?
Oh, that sounds great. Let's just keep going.
Oh, won't you blow me?
I'll kiss, Scott. That's the line. Want me a kiss?
That's what it said.
Oh. Hey, nice bass. Where are you off to?
Pumpkin spice latte then.
I told you.
Is that her? Is that the Starbucks one?
Tell me what you know about carbohydrates.
Ah,
Verily I say unto thee, speak not, he who has smelt it. For only those whom have never dealt it may ask from whence that smell came. And now, Beatitudes. Blessed are the smokers, for by their grace do all one-drunk cigarettes flow. Blessed are the empty-handed musicians, for if the host wanted you to bring your guitar, they would have asked. Thank you. And now this is a little ironic, but our musical guests that don't live in stuff, if someone from the crowd could actually, did someone bring their guitar? Ma'am, I think if you could come up,
No,
I
I was just
grab your guitar. Van Henson, yeah, go for it. If you want to,
I mean,
come on
I
up.
sing, but I usually sing with a guitar, but I don't know.
Yeah, come on. Give her a round of applause, folks.
I don't get it, Miss Divine. What's the birds and the bees have to do about anything?
Well, Edward, all the many animals and the birds and the bees make little animals and birds and bees.
Miss Divine?
Yes, Jennifer.
So does that mean the little bees make birds and the little birds make babies?
No. No.
I
Let me see if we can try again. Do any of you have baby brothers or sisters?
I do. Yeah, and my brother Johnny is just a little baby.
Oh, well, does anybody know where these babies come from?
do.
Yes.
My mommy says babies come from heaven.
Oh.
No, my mommy says that babies come from storks. Yeah,
Jason, you clearly don't agree.
Why don't you tell us what you know?
Babies come from belly buttons. My mommy had a great big belly button.
I forgot.
Oh, not exactly, but you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. Babies are formed in a special place inside the mommy called the womb.
A tube?
No, womb. It's the baby starts there from you know, if you plant a seed in the ground, you'll get a big fine pumpkin.
Yes, I know. I heard that. My daddy says my mommy swallowed a big pumpkin seed.
And that's just a joke men tell sometimes.
Miss Divine?
But there is a kind of seed that is planted in this womb we're talking about.
Miss Divine, my daddy is always talking to my mommy about swallowing. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe. I don't think I should answer that question right now, dear. I think we'll wait till you're older. What I have to tell you today is that the seed is created by the daddy. And it comes from a surprising source. You know that little extension that boys have?
You got a wee-wee.
Yeah, that's where the seed comes from.
Miss Divine,
Yes.
how exactly does that seed get from there into the womb?
Well, Mr. Neeson,
The mommy and daddy have sex relations.
the little extension, it gets,
It's a penis. Call it a penis.
the penis gets bigger in most men anyway, and it is inserted into a very special part of the mummy called the vagina. And that's how the seed gets there.
And then the seed grows into a baby, comes out the belly button, right?
Well, no, the baby grows in the womb. We talked about it's in the mother's stomach area.
Have you ever met a baby, Miss Divine?
Not yet, but maybe if I get married someday I will.
Do you have to be married to have babies?
No, not necessarily, but most mummies are married.
Well, if you're not married, where's the seed come from?
Well, from other daddies that aren't married to the mums.
Why do they do that if they don't want to be married?
Well, that's a very good question, Edward. We'll save that one for another day, thank you.
Is it because it's fun? Is it because they like planting seeds?
Yes.
I think it's maybe supposed to be fun, maybe?
Is that what they're doing in those movies when they're making all the loud noises?
I don't think you should be watching those movies, dear.
Mr. Boy, have you ever seen a man without his clothes on?
Lots of times.
I think we're getting off topic here.
Can we see your Virginia, Miss Divine?
Vagina, not Virginia.
Certainly not. The penis and the vagina are they're very private, and they daddies are grown up and married.
Well, why can't we start now?
So wait, is this what it looks like?
Can you tell me where my vagina is? I thought Jason's penis!
That's enough for today. Tomorrow we will talk about why you should keep your fingers and other objects out of bodily orifices.
The sun's out, the fans are here, and the ivy is green. And you'll be green with envy too if you go down to Todd Green Automotive and buy one of those beautiful certified used cars with a 1,200-point checklist and a personal guarantee from Todd that you could probably drive that car right out of there.
Well, the Cubs arch rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals, are in town for a 3-game series, which reminds me, you can pick those games up on the sports channel on Sirius Radio. Only $19.99 a month, or $14.99 with a subscription. And back to you.
Hey, the first inning is brought to you by First Bank of Chicago, Illinois. We're in your minds, we're in your hearts, we're in your wallet.
Leadoff here, Alec Burleson batting .313 for the St. Louis Cardinals. Lines the first pitch down the right field line for a single. And that single was also brought to you by Singles of Chicago, where married men pretend to be single and married women pretend to believe them.
First pitch was hit off Jamison Tynan. He's having trouble in the first inning, doesn't seem to be able to locate his fastball. Second batter steps up, Vito Scoop, and lines a hit off the right field wall. He's racing around first and pulls into second base with a stand-up double. Hey, if you don't want to attend Aunt Mildred's 90th birthday party for the third time, well, it's lost count, why don't you hire a stand-up double from Stand-Up Doubles in Chicago when you just want to get the hell out of there.
James Italian is still experiencing his first inning problems. Carson Kelly puts down the sign for a curveball. Hey, that sign for a curveball was brought to you by Ace Sign Company, where you'll never get a curveball. Back to you after this commercial break.
Blue Balls 97?
Butter Smash 64?
Oh my god, I'm so excited about tonight. This is my first blind date. How about you?
Mine too, I'm a little nervous.
Nice guy, huh? Yeah, right.
Excuse me?
Don't mind me, it's just an inside joke. Should we get some drinks or an appetizer?
Sure, what would you like?
You're gonna let me decide? How novel.
What?
I see we have plants on special. You like plants?
Clams sound perfect.
Great, plants it is. Have you ever been here before? It's a really nice place.
Well, actually, I have. It's been a while.
Oh, wait. I bet you bring all your wars and tramps here.
Wars and tramps?
Did I just say that out loud? Oh my gosh, don't mind me. It's just been so long since I've been on the dating scene, you know?
You said on the phone that you were recently divorced?
Oh yeah, but I'm totally over that. I don't even think about that fucking dickhead anymore. I am so much better off without him. He cheated on me, so I broke it off. He wanted to work it out, but honestly, he's a mental case. You're not a mental case, are ya?
No?
I'm not even sure what I saw in him. His dick was literally the size of like a toothpick in a lumber yard. Tiny little dormouse, if you know what I mean. What about you? What are you packing down there?
What?
So you said that you were also married. How happened that you and your ex-wife?
Well, we were just too young.
I don't even know how he's managing without such an asshole. Certainly did not impress. You, by the way, look amazing. That's a great time.
Thanks.
I bet your ex-wife bought that for you. She probably had great taste, and you probably totally fucked around on her, huh?
What are you talking about?
Listen, you prick. If you think about there'll be another in a long line of easy ways, you got another big one.
I don't think anything like that.
Oh my God, you're so right. I'm so sorry. I bet you're a great guy.
Perhaps we should just order.
Oh my God, you're so pushy. I know a dickhead when I see one, and you're great just like all the rest. I bet you got some shitting in a bar somewhere waiting for you while you're planning your getaway from me.
You know, I don't care for the way you're talking to me.
Oh, so now I'm a bitch. Isn't that the way it always is? I knew I shouldn't stay home. I could tell from the sound of your voice, you're not ready for this. And another thing, if I wanted someone to talk to me the way you've been talking to me, I'd stay married to that fucking prick. One last thing, let me give you some advice. Before you take some other woman out on a date, make sure you get over your fucking ex-wife. Fucking man.
Check, please. Cuckoo.
That's the third time this week.
Who the hell is debating? What are they talking about?
I just thought it'd be really intellectual.
Welcome to High Five!
High five.
Right. We've got one job.
One thing to say.
Right.
What is it?
We gotta thank the governor.
Mister?
Right, Pritzker.
Governor Pritzker. Why?
He legalized weed in the state of Illinois.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Did we say it?
I think so. So in spite of what all the yard signs say,
Pritzker doesn't suck.
Welcome everyone to the summer 2026 College of 18 Finals. I'm your host, Professor Drew Hickey, and these are the students of the University of Illinois Springfield. For today's debate, an outside panel of judges is charged with selecting only one topic from a list of possible topics. The students have seen the entire list. They do not know exactly which final topic will be selected. Is it who's better, cards or cups? All right, well, that would be no. Organized religion or UFO Watchers Club? Too controversial, maybe. How about this? Join a political party or let's go to dictatorship. What the hell? All right, I hear enough said. How about this one? Artificial intelligence, good or bad? Ah, AI it is. This could get controversial. All right, well, remember teams to keep your arguments brief, because I have to do some paper grading a little bit later. Team 1, you may begin.
AI is Gene E.us. I use it for song creation and weeding out terrible videos on YouTube. It saves me, as an influencer, I should mention, on Instagram and TikTok, it really saves me hours that I can now spend reading mean tweets on TikTok.
see, AI is catastrophic. It doesn't save time, it steals it. AI uses algorithms to track the scrolling habits of your followers down to the millisecond. It's an attention harvesting machine and it distracts. Oh look, an alpaca teabagging a drum set.
Yeah, AI sucks a wiener. What about deep fakes? Anyone can manipulate a video to spread misinformation. I'm tired of seeing baby orange Trump crying and pooping in a diaper. My mom thinks General Kevin Costner wants to marry her. Nobody knows what's real anymore.
Yeah, like Pornhub. Are they real or fake? Anyways, seriously though, AI is revolutionary. Take the advancements in medicine. What used to take years to discover, AI is discovering in seconds. Which is amazing when you consider that it takes like 3 days for the pharmacy to fill my prescription.
Team 1, you are delusional. All your pro-AI arguments are great if you don't mind the planet burning up in a fiery inferno. supercomputers and it's sitting next to our rivers and our cornfields and...
Calm down, you crash out. God. AI is clutch because the super smart billionaires that own the data centers are using clean solar power. I mean, like, so what if I have to buy like 5 fans because my AC goes out? Like, who cares?
Look, I still say AI bites the big one. Research is biased because it comes from prejudices on the web. Students like me create research papers without using their brains, their intellect to fueling lazy. I know because I asked Gemini to write a speech about why AI is bad, and it gave me this paragraph in 4 seconds flat.
Actually, AI is fire because it can review job applications based on merit, which strips away biases. For instance, Little Caesar looked at my application, saw that I had 4 years in film school, and they decided that I'm qualified to scrape burnt pepperoni out of their ovens. So, yeah,
All right. The debate is over, and we are awarding the win to Team 1.
Yeah!
The position that AI is good.
Based on that logic?
Based on the fact that I used ChatGPT to grade all of your midterm papers, and you all got A's. And also, it helped me to write a great team speech.
Throw not the beer pong players from the temple. For in my Father's house he has next game. And now, the attitudes. Blessed are the audiophiles, for it is by their insistence that we hear Mr. Brightside for the 501st time in perfect clarity. Blessed are those who go to the bar, for it is by their money do the lights stay on. Would you like to announce a 15-minute intermission, everyone? Go right ahead.
Good evening, Springfield. Welcome to this weekend's Nothing News. I'm Polly Tix. And I'm Connie Spiracy. In our breaking news, absolute carnage has erupted at the local Darcy's 2-Cup after the kitchen completely ran out of crinkle cut fries during dinner rush. The structural integrity of the Springfield's iconic horseshoe collapsed instantly. Devastated patrons were forced to look upon hamburger patties and cheese sauce smothered over mashed potatoes. The Red Cross is currently on site treating deeply traumatized victims for sweatshop, helping them cope with the horrors of eating comfort food with a spoon.
Good news to all you jokers, smokers, and midnight tokers. Illinois continues to lead the Midwest in legal cannabis sales, bringing in over $1 billion last year alone. As a result, the state has announced a frequent flyer rewards program for dispensaries where customers can earn points for every pre-roll and edible purchase. The tax revenue from cannabis sales will go towards infrastructure, education, and plenty of potholes. The state says the current revenue is providing massive improvements, while citizens say you gotta be very high to see them.
In interstate news, the I-55 construction project has been around so long it's finally reached national landmark status. Archaeologists believe the orange barrels were actually placed there by Abraham Lincoln himself. The IDOT is officially calling it a vampire project because it's going to be around so long it's going to suck the life out of anyone who encounters it. Officials have officially updated the completion date to the next time the Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl.
Okay, we're checking the
are now calling Bingo Incident 2026. At approximately 7:42 p.m. in this church basement, two senior and very competitive players yelled bingo simultaneously. What followed was a respectful but deeply passive-aggressive standoff. Back to you, Polly.
Oh, Chase, were there any injuries?
Polly, witnesses say the insults were bouncing with such ping-pong level velocity that the bingo ball reader lost consciousness, trying to follow. She fell face first into a box of neon pink ink dauber pens, and now looks like the pink martini elephant in the parking lot of the Burger Bar. Back to you, Polly.
Thank you, Chase. It is reported that wait times at Memorial Medical Center have become so long that the state decided to open flatline flows, a new video slot business in the ER waiting room. Profits from the video slots will go towards expenses for a new MRI machine to be purchased around the time when the state finally finishes the high-speed rail construction. In other words, it ain't gonna be quick.
Now it's time to check again with Chase Danger and the weather. Chase, how's it looking out there?
Look, Connie, it's Springfield. It was a cool 40 degrees this morning, and it'll be a hot and humid 95 degrees by noon. And the evening forecast that calls for a 70% chance of tornadoes that will target trash bags, trash cans, that is, Polly, trampolines, and temporary tool sheds. Viewers should pack a parka, put on protective plastic, and pray for your property values. Back to you, Polly.
Amen. To further explain our crazy, erratic weather, please welcome the CEO of Seasonal Chaos, the Queen of Climate Mood Swings, and everyone's favorite biological parent, Mother Nature!
Thank you, Polly. Everyone needs to log off with their weather apps right now and give me a freaking break. If you think 115 degrees in July is global warming, just try going through planetary perimenopause. It's like a heat wave. Burning in my heart. I can't keep from crying. It's tearing me apart.
That sounds vaguely familiar. But why do you have to send out the tornadoes?
The answer, my friend, is blowing wind. The answer is blowing wind. That's right. You see, those are just my cooling fans. I have to whip up a quick F5 twister just to get some good air moving across my chest of the Midwest. My apologies to the flying cows.
Okay, Mother Nature, but do these tornadoes actually cool you down?
No! It turns out these violent vortexes of wind just circulate the hot air around. You know, much like this newscast. It drives me absolutely cuckoo, you see. It's like, here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory.
Memory? It's memory. Wow, that's a memory.
Well, it's a goodie. It's kind of like, under only heavens when it's raining.
Players only love you when they are playing.
Well, you can say that again. Just ask my old man Winter. If you know, if you're lucky, sometimes it's raining. Hallelujah. Or it's rain, rain. But sometimes it's wise to better get an umbrella.
Keep this up, Mother Nature, and I'm gonna set fire to the rain.
Okay, Bill, you can blame it on the rain all you want, but I'm about to rock you like a hurricane. And that concludes our weekend. Not great news, I'm Polly Spiracy.
And I'm Polly Tix. Good night.
Top Bone Trio, and I'm Neil down for Top Bone. This week, we've got a push, pull, or drag sale. Push, pull, or drag your wife down to Top Bone, and we will dicker.
We'll do anything we can to help you get your hands on one of our bones.
We've got them in all sizes, shapes, and colors. We'd love for you to drive home a bone.
And we got a bone for everyone, even your daughter.
Don't forget Junior. He'll never forget the first time he got a bone.
And if you don't think we stand behind our bones, you're nuts.
We wouldn't sell you anything we wouldn't drive ourselves. Why can't we beat our bone?
Don't let those other car dealers stick it to you. We want to be right behind you when you get boned.
Don't get the shaft, get a bone.
So come see me, Dick Long.
Or me, Neil Brown, and then drive home a bone.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Cheery Time Children's Hour. Today's Cheery Times is brought to you by the letter B. I'm your host, Betty. Betty begins with B. Can you think of anything else that begins with B? I know. Belated. Can you say belated? Belated. Oh, there's Billy.
Hello, Betty. What have you been doing?
Well, if you'd been here on time, you would know that we were talking about the letter B and the word belated, as in Billy was belated today because last night he was boozing it up at the bar with a buxom blonde bimbo.
I may not have been belated if Betty hadn't been so buzzed off and belligerent with Buick that I had to take the bus. Speaking of the letter B, I've got a great B word that describes Betty. And even a better word to describe Betty tomorrow when we learn about the letter C.
We'll talk about that later. Right now, it's time for colors! Can anybody think of a color that begins with the letter B? There's brown, like the color of my eyes.
Which coincidentally is the same color as Betty's nose. Boys and girls, can you think of another B word that would describe the color of my eyes? That's right, they're
Bloodshot!
Keep it up, Betty. We'll have two colors to describe your eyes.
Black and blue! Bring it on, Bucko! Boys and girls, it's time for show and tell.
Betty's great at show and tell. In fact, Betty showed everything at the beach during spring break last year. Didn't you, Betty?
Billy, why don't you open the box and see what you brought for the boys and girls today that begins with the letter B?
I have a bottle.
Billy was wrong last night. Another word for hitting is banging. Billy, why don't you bang the bottle for the boys and girls? I know that you went through so many bottles last night, you won't mind banging the bottle for the boys and girls now.
I'm gonna bang the bottle now.
Billy, can't you bang longer than that? You keep telling me you can bang longer than that. Oh, that does sound nice. Boys and girls, this is something you could do at home. But remember, don't hit the bottle too hard. Billy hit the bottle too hard last night, didn't you, Billy? And so he's not feeling very well today. Well, Billy is going to bang the bottle again, and while he does, I'm going to be banging these baking pans. Let's march and see if we can keep the beat with the vein in Billy's forehead. Bang, bang, baking pans while we sing our song. We are banging baking pans, won't you sing along? Ready? Bang, bang, baking pans while we sing our song. We are banging baking pans, won't you sing along?
Been so long since we banged together, Betty. You prefer blocking rather than banging, don't you, Betty?
Boys and girls, do you know what else is lots of fun to do that begins with the letter B? Boating. Last night, I was befuddled, bewildered, and betrayed when Billy wanted to go motorboating with a brainless, brazen, bariatric Barbie!
I may not want to go motorboating so much if Betty wasn't a blatant, bothersome buzzkill.
Boys and girls, it's music time here on Cherry Times. I'll bet you can't guess what instrument I brought for you today that begins with the letter B.
Oh boy, Betty. Let me guess. Is it a bassoon, bongos, or it's a bullhorn?
Oh, those do sound like fun, but no. I thought that after getting bashed at the bar last night, you'd like to hear the bagpipe!
Can't you just bash me in the head with a brick instead?
Maybe later when we're on camera!
I used to be nervous, anxious, uptight, worried all the time. Did I leave the water running when I went on vacation? Did I leave the gas on? Is that my daughter's hair on fire? Was my son still chained to the radiator? These and other thoughts used to worry me all day long. I couldn't sleep at night, and only about 14 hours during the day. Then I heard about lobotomies. 12 tablets 6 times a day, and I'm completely over my anxiety. Money problems? Sure, lobotomies. Sexual impotency? Who cares? FBI most wanted list? Frankly, I don't give a damn. Lobotomies for a total escape from reality.
Lobotomy is not to be taken by people with high blood pressure, genital herpes, or a pulse. They cause side effects such as dizziness, drowsiness, nausea, or desire to mate with chipmunks or run for Congress. Not to be taken with people with children who were once children. Lobotomy splits the E's back in your lobotomy.
And now, on the Senior Shoppers Network, we bring you Sex Toys for Senior Citizens. Presenting your co-hosts, Sassy Sophie and Velma Vixen. Give it up for the girls!
Lucky as a full bingo, and after the Boulevard dinner. Sophie, I didn't know you lived in a retirement community. Oh, I don't live there, Sophie. I just go there to give me some hot wanker. You amaze me. But you know us seniors gotta get our nookie and winning where we can. Alrighty, so tell me, did your afternoon delight enjoy our featured product? Oh, you better believe it, we both did. And you too can enjoy this convenient dual-purpose chip dip clip to have some kinky fun with your partner and to have enough pennies left over for the weed dispensary. And that's good for me and my arthritis. Alright, but show me how it works. Sure. You just put it on your pretty little titty now. Okay, but you know, here's the kicker. None of these products require any piercings. At our age, every red blood cell counts. Why waste any? Good, Sophie. Chip dip clips are a perfect fit for most of our peeps. However, my boogaloogas do happen to face this way. My tatas face downward this way. It's just what the good Lord gave me, you know? side. No, we have one for me. It's the alligator downward facing chip. There you go, Sophie. Thank you. Am I supposed to try this too? Oh yeah. Oh boy. It's easy peasy. Here we go. Okay. That has some teeth. Oh yeah. The teeth may be tiny, but the jar's strong. Trust me on that one. You too can own this product for just $39.99 plus shipping and handling. That's a good deal, isn't it, Sophie? Okay, put your titties up, girl, and proud. That is a good deal. Hey, let's do a demo. Sure. So now that I have my clip on my left edge, she has hers on her righty. We're gonna connect the two with this chain here. Oh, my eyesight's gotten really bad. There we go. Okay. Well, it is bad. I see you're tasting red. Okay, you have it? I got it. All right, what do we do next? Okay, we're gonna slowly step back. Slowly. Are you sure? Wait, are you sure? Oh, keep going, sister. Slowly. That's titillating. Ooh, honey, titillate. All right, Shatters, this is worth a lot more than $39.99. Hell yeah. Let's hit those moments to ring. Yes, music to my ears. Join us next week, folks, for the promotion of our latest product called the Senior Swing. Swing.
Thou shalt not roast thine brother without their knowledge, even if it's just a little molly as a joke. For all trips to see my father must be taken of their own free will, lest they freak out like mad. And now, the attitudes. Blessed are the boisterous, for it is from their lungs do we hear, "Cops!" Blessed are the karaoke singers, for it is by their enthusiasm which we know, yeah, it's time to go home. Thank you. And now if we could have our musical guest come back up. Oh, thank you so much.
I was having a dream. I climbed the ladder to the sky. You were on my back, your hands around my throat, holding on so tight. We climbed so high, couldn't see the earth below. And I had this crazy thought, maybe I should just let go. And we've been falling from a great height, falling. They say that falling sometimes feels like right to the ring, it's easy to see it through. But now I'm calling, turning red high calling, somehow calling. Doesn't feel like dying. Feels like standing still. And I guess I could return to solid ground if I only had the will.
Coming to you live from a studio basement that smells like cheap hairspray and cigarettes from the producer zone. Is That My Real Dad? And Who Left This Baby in the Food Court? And hosted by the queen of daytime screen, it's Lisa!
Today we have a very special guest, a man who is legally forbidden from entering a Staples or a cemetery, the chiropractor / realtor of death, Dr. Jack Cadaver! Doc, Jackie boy, look at you! You look like the guy who put the girl in the corner at the party talking about Bitcoin, but got kicked out for eating out the garbage. Hey Doc, the record books say you have performed 843 human taxidermy procedures. 843! Doc, how's a guy like you decide to turn his wives into patio furniture?
Well, Lisa, it's a numbers game, really. I mean, listen, if you need a spinal adjustment, I can crack your neck. If you need a penthouse with a pool, I can show you the property. And if you blink twice in my lobby, boom, next thing you know, you're clear-coated in bronze and standing in a mansion entryway holding a silver tray of mozzarella sticks.
Well, isn't that amazing? You cut out the middleman and the pulse. But Doc, how do you decide somebody's got the right posture to hold that tray of sticks for all of eternity?
Well, I offer a free life appraisal. I'll evaluate your stance, see how many friends you don't have on Facebook, and if it fits the bill, I'll create an exit strategy that includes magical, industrial-grade magic liquid and about 300 pounds of organic cotton balls. Next thing you know, you'll be on a plaque greeting guests at Applebee's.
Well, isn't that crazy? Wouldn't we all love to see our Gammy the next time we go to Applebee's? But Doc, you hold that thought because it's time to pay the bills. Hold on, you drama dogs. We'll be right back after these messages.
Thank you. When my younger patients tell me they just can't get out of bed in the morning, well, when my older patients tell me they just can't get out of bed in the morning, I recommend get it up. You know, I'm a doctor, and I get hundreds of drug samples every day. And I try them all, believe me. Some make me feel a bit woozy, but that works better for my patients and for me than get it up. So if your get up and go is got up and gone, I recommend that you try it. Get it up. Side effects? Well, you'll lose your night vision, anal secret, and you'll be singing cowboy tunes in a key only God would hear. I recommend it. In 2 weeks, you'll be singing Back in the Saddle again. Try it. Drink the purple liquid.
Dr. Cadaver's newest client, 90-year-old Cecil Jones. Woo! Hi, Cecil. Cecil. Hi, Cecil. How you doing?
Well, I tell you, I don't know.
So
need any first aid.
No, Cecil! Human transformation package for any ailments you may have. For example, do you have any pain?
Well, my left knee hurts when it don't rain. My right knee hurts when it does rain. And the doctor says that I've got a memory like goldfish.
This is classical medical justification. A man's joints are noisy. I think we should give him Bronson out. That's my professional opinion.
Do I support prohibition? I don't know. I like a little bit of a nip every now and then.
Cecil, I'm about 110% sure you have no friggin' idea what the hell is going on. But that's all right, sir. Why don't you just sit down while you still can?
Well, there's no guaranteeing that I'll get it. You know, as long as I can get it up.
Don't you worry, Cecil. We got a product for that. Joining us on stage now, Dr. Jack, I have a very good surprise for you. Do you recognize the name Agnes Bounce?
What is this? Am I on punk? Where's Ashton?
Joining us on stage, client number 551, Agnes Bounce, the woman you tried to preserve when all she wanted was to sell her condo. Agnes, join us on stage.
He's a monster! I called you because I wanted to sell my beautiful Victorian home. And you showed up at my door with a clipboard and a bag of pickling brine.
What's your response?
You said you were stiff. That's a medical definition for a corpse that hasn't been drained yet.
I was stiff from a beginner's Pilates class injury. They told me to engage my core, and I locked up like a rusty garage door.
Dr. Jack, I gotta tell you, it gets even better, or worse, depending on your perspective. But my intern spent 5 minutes on Ancestry.com and we found out something very interesting. Doc, Agnes is your biological daughter!
What's a biological slaughter?
Well, Cecil, if you wait here long enough, you just might find out. All right, Doc, what is your response to this?
It's genetically impossible. I'm the lone wolf of science.
Well, Doc, I don't have it with me right now, but I got proof. There is a DNA letter that says you are the father.
You tried to bronze me, Father. I haven't seen you in 10 years, and you tried to turn me into an armoire.
Agnes, is that really you? Well, this explains why your pelt density is a perfect match for my family tree. I mean, on the flip side of things, you do qualify for pine-scented stuffing.
You absolute monster! I just wanted you to co-sign a car loan.
That credit score?
Good Lord! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a family reunion for Clyde Paycheck! Oh, goodness, we'll be right back after these messages!
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show from WCRAP.
That's right, Rod. We're here every morning for your listening pleasure. WCRAP, the station that plays nothing but the hits, the near hits, and the one-hit wonders.
Nothing but music 24/7, from rock to blues, from jazz to rap, from country to classical, and everything in between. WCRAP, the commercial-free station.
This is the station that plays music all day long.
That's right. Our independent survey found that those other music stations play commercials about 40% of the time.
Hey, we got quite a lineup this morning for your listening pleasure.
We're going to start the day off with a little elevator jazz to ease you into the day.
That's right, Rod. We don't shove one of those harsh commercials down your throat like those other stations.
Let's keep that music first, but let me remind you, listening to the morning show on WCRAP will start your morning off right.
That's right, Rod. We'll start your morning off right because you won't have a single commercial to hear.
Springfield's only commercial-free station.
Are you ready?
Well, it looks like we're out of time in the morning show, but come back tomorrow and tune into WCRAP. And remember, we're commercial-free.
Hi there, table for two, please.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Non-smoking, please.
In a hurry or not in a hurry?
Oh, where do you know particular hurry?
Great. With babies or without babies?
I don't have anything against babies.
I mean, do you want to sit by babies or not sit by babies?
You have no problem sitting by babies.
Oh, great. Babies that are crying or babies that are well-behaved?
Well-behaved, please.
Great choice. Old people or no old people?
What the hell's going on here? That won't be a problem.
Excellent. With old people that are obnoxious or well-behaved?
Well-behaved? I mean, we just want a table.
It's just standard policy, sir, to help serve you the best we can.
Dear, be patient. This is a very fine establishment.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Well, what?
old people. Obnoxious or?
Well-behaved. Well-behaved. Okay.
I don't blame you there. Music or no music?
What? Please
What does that have to
be
do?
patient, dear. A little music would be lovely, thank you.
Great. Will it be rock, country, jazz, blues, or a combination?
What the hell? I mean, I just want a table. Just can you get it?
That won't be a problem, sir. I can assure you. Now, will that be with natural lighting, fluorescent, or candles?
Even on the music and natural lighting.
Oh, candles, please candles. They're so romantic.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to be having appetizers?
How do I know? I don't.
Dear, be patient.
All right, I know, but I haven't even seen a menu yet.
That was my next question. With menus or without menus?
Who the hell wants a? Who doesn't have a menu? I mean, how do they know?
Oh, you'd be surprised how many people already know what they want just to speed things up, you know?
Okay. Menu, just like a table, just please.
We're almost done here, almost. Will you be paying cash or credit card?
Oh, sit. What does that have to do with anything? I just wait.
Well, some of our servers just don't trust all the people.
Oh, so, we'll be leaving tip.
If you're paying cash, not everybody, probably not you, but sometimes they don't leave, well, they think $1 will take them to Cancun.
We'll be leaving a tip.
A generous one.
Oh, great, I'll make note of that. You want good service, I can tell.
We just want a table, all right?
And you're going to get one just the way you want it.
Okay, fine. We have reservations. When will we get a table?
It's not ready right now. You'll have to wait about 40 minutes.
40 minutes, we had a reservation.
Let's go get a drink.
That sounds like a good idea. I think he needs one.
For two, please.
Do you have reservations?
First available will be fine.
Right this way, ladies.
Thank you, young man.
What the hell? We had a reservation. We had a reservation. Why are you...
Sir, quiet please. These ladies are famous. And with you being so picky, just be glad we allow you in here at all.
Whoa, and I say unto thee, say not, this edible ain't shit. For once those words have been spoken, thou shalt get hit like a Mack truck. And now, Beatitudes. Blessed are the cooks, for they keep us from spending hundreds of dollars on DoorDash. Blessed are those who help clean up, for they will ensure we'll do this again next year. Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
Can't complain.
Wouldn't do you any good for good.
Say that again.
So, how's it hanging?
So, like the kids.
Well, same old, you?
Well, we can trade mine for $1 million.
No.
How's the cat?
Ah, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Say that.
Well, how about a tall one?
Oh, coming right up. There you go. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, can't complain.
You any good if you could.
You can say that again.
Same old, same old.
Wife and kids?
That's a horse of a different color.
How about a Frosty?
Frosty coming right up. So, this calling's for you.
Nothing like a good old Frosty.
You can say that again.
That's a horse of a different color.
Stop! 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 Oh my God! Don't you men realize you've been talking for 15 minutes and you haven't said anything? That's the difference between men and women. Women talk for conversation. Women exchange knowledge. When they have those conversations, women talk about things that have happened during the day. And look, you, wouldn't you like to actually share your day at work with him? And wouldn't you like to talk about your feelings about things that have happened? And oh my God, you, wouldn't you like to say something about your wife and kids other than you wouldn't trade them for $1 million?
Well, that's negotiable.
That is not the point. The point is that you don't say anything. All you do is speak in cliches. Look, there are important things happening in the world right now. There are things happening in the very cities in which we live that it is important to discuss and participate in. But you men can't see the forest through the trees. I've got more brains in my little finger than you have in your entire body, and I've got my ducks in a row. You, in the meantime, are running around like white-legged men in an ass-kicking contest. I tell you what, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The rolling stone gathers no moss. And how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center?
So, Higgins,
You eat good if you could.
You can say that again.
Can't beat them. Join them.
You can say that again.
You're stressed, overwhelmed? Meet Chillaxin, the breakthrough anxiety medication that helps you feel like you again.
Yo, before you pop that pill, check the actual deal. You'll be dizzy, sleepy, numb from your head to your heel. Your mouth gets so dry that you're coughing up hair. Blurred vision makes your girl look like a grizzly bear.
Your weight spikes fast till your pants start to split. Sudden rage hits your brain and you throw a major fit. Yawning like a sloth when you're trying to hook up. You the beer is there, just want a coffee cup.
Explosive diarrhea has you running up the wall. Heart beats like a drum, you're about to fall. Your hair turns blue when the night gets steep. Your left foot detaches while you're fast asleep.
Anal leakage hits hard while you're walking down the street. Praying for a bathroom and a brand new seat. Your urine goes right when you go to take a leak. And peeing out a Skittles pack for over a week. Ask your doctor if you're lacking fish or crew, but real talk, homie, it is not for you.
Side effects may include everything they just said.
If your skin turns green, don't blame our crew.
This drug will fix your brain or turn it into stew.
Welcome, President Lincoln. I am Springfield Nostradamus.
Keep it quick, Austin. I've got to be at the theater, Ford Theater in 5 minutes. There's a show tonight. It's going to be an absolute blast.
You have no idea, Mr. President.
There's one particular actor that absolutely slays.
You can say that.
Killer reviews.
Okay, sir, this is getting weird. Let's move on. I shall now reveal to you my predictions for the future of Springfield in 2026.
Why 2026 is 1865. Can't you pick a more relevant time period?
Don't question my wisdom. I am Springfield Nostradamus. I shall reveal the future of Springfield.
Okay, pal. All down. Go ahead, shoot.
Again, a poor choice of words, Mr. President. A mighty tomb shall be built in your honor. Before it will stand a colossal bronze likeness of your head. People will come from all over the world and rub your nose so raw it will shine like pure copper in the summer sun.
Why would they do that?
For good luck, sir.
Gross.
A grand presidential library and museum shall be built in your honor. People will come from all over to learn about your life.
I like the sound of that. Would there be like a statue out front or anything?
There will be a 31-foot tall statue of you and another person standing in front of that museum for no apparent reason.
Interesting. Mary Todd, of course.
Not exactly.
Okay, well, perhaps a member of my cabinet, General Grant, or Frederick Douglass, or my skillful and gentle lover, Joshua Speed. Did I say that out loud?
No, Mr. President. Nothing remotely close to any of those. It'll be a random middle-aged man with a thick bushy head of hair, sensible slacks, sneakers, and a heavy wool cable knit sweater, which will give off an awkward 1980s dad vibe.
Who is he supposed to be?
Nobody knows. He will be pushing a piece of paper in your face like he is demanding an autograph. There will be no eye contact, and you will look like you are about ready to beat him with your top hat or hail a carriage to escape or something. The children will love it, trust me.
I don't get it.
No one will. Historians will avoid the question.
Okay, well, how about downtown? Downtown's always been a bustling center of commerce. What is it like in 2026?
There will be a hotel in the center of downtown that will reach the heavens and look like a grand Roman column.
Impressive.
It'll be abandoned, condemned, windows boarded up. The city will paint over the boards with a nicer pretty beige that says, maybe they won't notice.
Sad.
There will be more bars, pizza joints, and donut shops per capita than anywhere in the world, but also 2 hospitals and a medical school to treat their obese customers. And the city council meetings shall resemble drunken stupor moderated by a substitute teacher.
Well, will the public speak at these chaotic city council meetings?
Moving right along, I am Springfield Nostradamus. They will live in a dish called the horseshoe, in which meat fries and cheese sauce are stacked high in deliberate defiance of the Constitution.
That sounds delicious.
It'll be the city's the greatest achievement and the leading driver of afternoon productivity for state workers. You shall forever be remembered as Honest Abe.
I like it.
There will come a time when Illinois politicians will average at least one corruption conviction per week.
Springfield, Nostradamus, your strangely specific and depressing predictions really blew me away. I can't imagine anything that would ruin my night more than listening to your prognostications.
I wouldn't bet on it, Mr. President. Let's get you off to the theater.
All right, folks, that's our show. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to AC, our musical guest for tonight. Thank you to Carrie McDonald, who's handling all of our AV tonight. It's Carrie Michelson, that was my bad. I did take her away. And then also thank you so much to the folks at Arlington's for letting us come up and be here.